Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we've got a really clever, kind of wonderful story about how far one person will go to make ends meet. It's all inspired by a poem from Dennis Martindale, and it's this awesome tale of kitchen-based genius that honestly might just change how you look at your lunch.
So here's a question for you, and it's one we've all had to ask ourselves. You look at your bills, you look at your budget, and the hunt for savings is on. A few quid here, a few there. But have you ever thought about, I don't know, taking a hacksaw to your lunch? Yep, you heard me right. Our hero in this story did, and honestly, it's brilliant.
Okay, so let's meet our main character, Ellie. And she's in a situation that, let's be honest, is super relatable. She's hit with that moment of just pure financial dread. A bill just came in and it's way higher than she expected. You know that feeling, right? It just stops you dead in your tracks. And the poet, Dennis Martindale, just nails this feeling. It's not even just about the numbers on the page. It's that chill he talks about, that awful sinking feeling in your stomach, wondering, how am I going to sort this out? But this right here, this is the turning point. This is where all that messy anxiety starts to morph into a really, really focused idea. That great uncertainty actually ends up sparking one of the most creative and, frankly, hilarious money-saving hacks you'll probably ever come across. All right, so with this bill looming over her, Ellie starts looking around her kitchen. She's not thinking about some huge, life-altering change. Nope. She's looking for the small wins, something she can actually control. And then her eyes lock onto something, well, something pretty humble. And there you have it. It's not the thermostat, it's not the light switches, it's the pot noodles. Now, I know what you're thinking. Instant noodles? Really? But that's the genius of it. Ellie sees this amazing potential where most of us would see, well, just a snack. And this is the exact moment her master plan, the Pot Noodle Protocol, comes to life. And look, this is way more than just eating less. Oh no, Ellie creates this super specific, almost ridiculously precise system for making her favorite snack last twice as long. Okay, get ready for this. Here's how the protocol breaks down. Step 1, target acquisition. Easy enough. But step 2, careful bisection. This is where it gets wild. She uses a hacksaw, a literal hacksaw, to saw the noodle block in half. I mean, come on, that's both completely absurd and absolutely brilliant. So then she just adds hot water to one of the halves. But she knows a half portion might taste a little weak. So that brings her to the crucial step 4, flavor enhancement. Now, if you're not familiar with them, an OXO cube is basically this little flavor bomb. It's a classic in a lot of British kitchens for making things taste richer. And this part is so important. Ellie isn't just cutting her meal in half, she's being smart about it. She's boosting the flavor to make sure that half portion is still a totally delicious and satisfying meal. See, this is about being thrifty, not about being miserable. Okay, so she's got this amazing plan. She's pulled it off perfectly, but did it actually work? What's the payoff? Well, the results are kind of two-sided. First, you've got that amazing feeling of satisfaction. And then, of course, there's the actual money she saved. I just love this part of the poem. Think about it. She went from that chill of seeing the bill to this huge grin while eating a feast she made herself on the cheap. That's a total 180, emotionally speaking. And she's not just picking at it, she's devouring it, enjoying every last slurp and munch. Yeah, no wonder she looked pleased. She totally cracked the code. She took control of this one small, tiny thing, and in doing so, she completely flipped that feeling of uncertainty into one of pure, well-earned satisfaction. And here it is. The cold, hard cash. By sticking to the Pot Noodle Protocol, Ellie figured out she could save about 15 quid a month. Now, you might be thinking, £15? That's not going to change my life. But wait, let's actually put that number into perspective. Because, according to the poem, that 15 quid is enough to pay for another one of those annoying bills, what she calls the flippin' TV license tax. So just think about that for a second. Her kind of silly, creative idea of sawing a pot noodle in half just completely wiped out another bill from her budget. That's a real win. You can't argue with that. And that really gets us to the core of this whole story. Because this isn't really about noodles or electricity bills, is it? It's about an attitude. It's about that spirit of looking at a problem and finding a creative, clever way to solve it, and then feeling great about it. I love this line. She smirked at saving cash. That smirk says everything, doesn't it? It's that little feeling of triumph when you know you've outsmarted a problem. It's that deep,
personal satisfaction you get from your own cleverness. And this is where the poem leaves us, with a direct challenge. Ellie figured out that her half-size meal wasn't just cheap, it was sublime. It tasted great. So she didn't really sacrifice anything, she just innovated. And the poem takes that idea and basically throws it out to all of us as an invitation.
So, what are we supposed to take away from all this? I mean, the story isn't literally telling you to go out and buy a hacksaw for your kitchen. No, it's more of a challenge. It's asking us to look at our own problems, big or small, and just ask ourselves, where's my pot noodle protocol? What's that one clever, simple, maybe even slightly absurd idea that's just waiting for me to find it?